Structure. How structure is constituted, how structure is built. You see, various elements that make up sentences, various elements, because sentence, okay, cannot come into being all of a sudden. There are various elements that make up sentences, and the starting point is group of letters. Alphabet is group of letters. When we arrange these letters like pen, book, BOOK, okay, we build word. The words are building block of English. They fall into main two groups. Very important. And they fall into two main categories. You can classify into two groups. Number one, words. Please pay attention. Very important thing I am sharing with you. Words that carry the meaning of the sentence, like children, television. If you go through dictionaries for these words, what is children, what is child, television? Children are watching television is a sentence. So in this sentence we have children are watching television. We have two types of words. Children, it has meaning. Children means child. You can find definition. Who is child? What is called child? Childhood, children, child, television. Because these words have meaning. The dictionary certainly will tell you, inform you, guide you about these words. And these words can be put under the category of content words. Content words. Content means meaning. Meaning. Any word that has meaning. Definition. As I have already mentioned that they have definition. On the other hand, words that hold the sentence together, they have no meaning, but they glue the sentence with with word like the, while. Children are, for example, very simple thing I am telling you. For example, if you see the word the in dictionary, what is the meaning of the or the? The dictionary will guide you that the has no definition. The dictionary will tell you that the is an article, definite article or indefinite article, usage of the where to use, where to omit, definite, and so many things will the dictionary will guide you, but not certainly will tell you the dictionary will tell you the meaning, but the dictionary will tell you that these words, the, a, while, these words, okay, will help you structure sentence, will help you structure sentence. If I say children, okay, then television, or children watch television, okay. But if I say the children watching television, so when we use are, now structure is complete, structure of a sentence is complete and error free. So my dear students, these two terms must be kept into mind when we try to understand that what words are: content words and structure words. Then we have another important term, morphemes. You see, we have an example like child, children, book, books, walk, walks. Okay, these are certain group of words change their forms according to the way in which they are used. If I say child is playing, children are playing, book is, books are, walk, I walk, she walks, they walk, they are walking. So morpheme means when a word changes according to the way in which they are used in a sentence. This is called morphemes. And now phrase. What is phrase? Phrase, please pay attention. Cluster of words that go together and do a particular job in a sentence. You can understand with the following example, highlighted example, and that is, my father has been giving a variety of precious gifts. Okay, if I say my father, no issue, has been giving, no issue, a variety of precious gifts, no issue. Cluster of words, my father, cluster of words, has been giving, cluster of words, variety of precious gifts, cluster of words, and they go together and they do a particular job in a sentence. If I say my father, it is okay, it has meaning but not complete meaning. If I say has been giving, it has meaning definitely but not complete meaning. Variety of precious gifts, meaning, gifts has meaning, precious has meaning, variety of meaning. These clusters of words that go together and do a particular job in a sentence. As I have indicated, you can see in the slide that each of these phrases seems to hang together. Hang together. Each word, okay, is dependent. Okay, so hang together and hang together, but still they have recognition. My father has meaning. This is called phrase. So in a short, that phrase has certain, okay, words. They have sense but not complete sense. Now followed by clauses. You see what is clauses? They are, see the definition for future course of action. You see, study, try to go through each and every word, and certainly you will understand all these things, because grammar is a must. Is a must. So you need to grasp all these facts, ideas. The clauses, they are built of components like subjects, objects, and verbs. Definitely and surely a sentence has a subject, a sentence has a, okay, verb, a sentence has an object. And I mentioned that verb is at the heart of the clause. Heart of the clause. And they are made up of elements that consist of single word or phrase. And each of these elements does a difficult job in the process of communicating something. You can understand with the example that father, given, and gifts. Try to understand. Father, this part tells what the class is about. Means subject. Given, this part gives information about an action. Okay, this is verb. Gifts, this part about the thing affected by that action. Object is always an effect of a doer. Okay, now types of clauses. We have many sentences. One is, you can see, very important thing, declarative sentence. Sometimes we declare the things, sometimes we state the things, making a statement like they clapped, statement. And number two, interrogative, interrogation, asking questions. Did they clap? And under interrogation, we have three types of questions. Number one, yes, no question. If I say, are you a student? You say yes or no. Yes, no question. The second one is question, word questions, WH questions. How are you? Where are you? When are you? Why are you? How? WH questions, question word. And in this question, we need not answer with the help of yes or no. We have to explain the things. How are you? I'm fine. Okay? So, this is called question word questions. In other words, WH questions. Okay? The third category is either or questions. Either or questions. Either this or that. Okay? You have to choose. You have to select options. Either or. And D, that is tag questions. Tag questions. Basically, tag question is not a question form. Tag question is just like seeking an agreement, seeking your consent, permission. Okay? I have defined in the following word that this is a question tagged on to the end of a statement to seek listeners' agreement. I would rather you say to simplify, आप ठीक है ना, आप कैसे हैं, आप ठीक है ना, आप जाएंगे ना, आप पढ़ेंगे ना. This is not a question. This is just seeking permission. And we use this pattern like we haven't met before. Have we? We haven't met before. Have we? See, this sentence has two parts. One part is positive or negative statement, like we haven't met before, we haven't studied, we haven't gone through, one part. And this is negative sentence. Tag, in order to seek the agreement, we see have we, have we. So you see, if I use we haven't, other part would be positive. And if I use we have met before, then other part would be in negative. This very basic thing must be clear. If one part is negative, the other part would be positive. If one part is positive, the other part would be negative. And other thing is auxiliary verb would be used, like we haven't met before. You see, okay, we haven't met. So haven't is an auxiliary, has. Okay, the other part, this very auxiliary verb would be used in repetition form. But you take care of that. You have to use, you have to take care that if you have used auxiliary as negative form, you would be using in other part in a positive form. So this is called tag question. Third one is imperative. Very simple thing. Making command. Exclamative. Very simple. Exclamation. How they clapped. How they clapped. Exclamation. We have sign of exclamation. Now, clause components, that is subject, verb, object. Now, summing up. very quickly because we have very short time. Very quickly, the we start from the about that sentence, clause, phrase, word, and morpheme. The sequence. Okay. The students listen to a lecture while their mobile were in silent mode. This sentence. Okay. Class. The students listen to a lecture. This is a class. Phrase. The students or the children. This is a phrase. Students. Word. Morpheme. Students plus S. Types of clauses. It is okay.